let's see. Oh, darn it. Uh, X is required to create a live broadcast. Okay. Go live. Okay. Remove. Um, I am having problems here. So, if anybody, oh, okay. So I'm just not live on X. Okay. That's what my problem is. Okay. Hello, everyone. I am here finally. Boy, isn't this the story of where we're at and what we're doing? That, I have problems getting on the show. I just received home yesterday from a long 2-week trip. Very grateful for the stories of that. Very grateful for the wisdom that I have to help. And I'm hoping that my stories today, because I'm going to tell you a few of my stories, and it's not about it's about we, but my story can maybe help you discern how to get through your life. I'm Natasha Venter. I'm a multi-life intuitive. I am one who really aware of the life's energy and the energies around us and the stories around us. And I really want to help you go through your life with more discernment, more joy, more understanding, more willingness to be who you are. And that is why I do this show. It's not about me, not my ego. I am free from doing that story. I don't ever want to be on a pedestal. I want you to be on your own feet to do your work. That is why I'm here. So, how are you today? Are you kind of like going, what in the heck is going on in this world? Whew, we've had a lot of things happening, with things happening in the outer world, the government, people driving down the freeways, the story around us. We've been getting in a lot of stuff around us. And, who are we during that moment? Well, I know for me, I've had a lot of things coming at me, a lot of other people's negotiations, a lot of stories, a lot of just a lot. And I know that I witnessed a lot of other people going through a lot. When I was down where I was at, a friend just moved into her new place and then she's getting bit by bugs. And, so it's like, and then I had another friend, who's dealing with this, twisted her ankle. And then another, it's like, and then my husband's redoing, oh my gosh. My husband redid our front porch while I was gone. What a story. New energy coming in the door. As I have a hair in my mouth here. Um, but it is about believing who we are and the energies around us. The universe is really right now asking us to find our own stories in the midst of what is going on. Doesn't matter if somebody, had the scenario happen to him or did he cause it? I'm not naming names, but it's like that's the question. But that's not necessarily what I need to worry about as I walk through my house and wanting to make sure, because I'm really getting the hit. And I know a lot of people I know are discerning what do they need to keep and what do they need to get rid of. So going into this, sometimes we need to worry about the the I of us, the I of our story, and know that that's for the better we. So, like, I have a dog crate that we haven't used. It's been sitting in the garage. I washed it out. It's going to go to the thrift store, even though I probably can get a few bucks for it in a garage sale. I'm, right? So, going into this, what can we do to help ourselves move forward? Sometimes we have to let go of those hurt things. Let go of the hurt things, release the hurt things, transform the hurt things into a better self. Because my mantra this month is I am done with my old stories. Hi, man on the moon. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I am done with my old stories, old negative stories. And oh my gosh, am I living my mantra this month? Am I living my mantra? Well, I can understand that, we we are what we speak. And so be careful what you speak. I've been repeating over, I'm done with my negative stories. So guess what? The universe has helped me clean that out. So going into this, that hi Patty, Paula, how are you? Thank you for being here too, Paula. I appreciate you. So going and thank you on Instagram here. So I'm live on Instagram and I'm on YouTube and Facebook and not on Twitter today because it said I needed premium and I'm not going to go there. So going into this, that we have to discern where we are at in our truths, because of the fact that it is about how do we be us in spite of it. I was on a phone call just lately that, she was asking, how do I do this? What do I do? Do I leave my husband? Do I not? Do I go here? Do I go there? How do I relieve it? And I've forgiven my dad, but yet at the same time, how do I go forward in this new understanding of my strength? Right? We're all in this deciding of who are we. And, like I always kind of get these metaphors for life. I get these stories for life. I get these, what would happen if you, in your images, in your understanding, and in your knowings, got a basket? I don't have one handy. Oh, here. I'm going to use this basket. Okay. Basket of papers. This is a great metaphor for life, right? So get a basket. What do you hold in yourself? Do you hold a lot of this chaos in yourself? Well, I can tell you, probably time for me to discern this, right? Time for me to discern what are some of these old stories of me. So can you take this basket? Now I'm going to have to deal with it because I dumped it out, right? But what can you plunk from your old story here and there as I'm taking things off of me and put them in the basket? So what does this basket represent? This basket represents the universe of love. It represents maybe Archangel Michael, God, it could be, oh my gosh, Shiva. Oh, Shiva has been so powerful energy lately that I have witnessed. The god Shiva, that Shiva is one of destruction to rebuilding. But we have to just go through destruction to get to the rebuilding part. So what are we, the pieces of the puzzle of this world? Each one of us represents a piece of the world, a puzzle piece of the world. So what in us are we keeping a hold of from our generations past? Take that, a saying that you have. Like for me, oh my gosh, I had the experience, I'm going to speak very boldly here. In the story of me, my soul is dyslexic. My human brain is dyslexic. In a way, my body is dyslexic. My higher self, yeah, she kind of says, yeah, I'm a little discombobulated by you. That, and I finally got witnessed. Then when my brain starts spinning, right? My girlfriend said it's almost like you're being short-circuited, or that it's almost like, somebody with Tourette's where you can't stop what's going to come out. You don't have that discernment sometimes. And I went finally, because that day I was really spinning. I couldn't say a sentence right. I couldn't do this. And I had somebody else that was judging me a little bit by, well, don't compare me to that. And I'm like going, that's not what I meant. Okay, I'm just going to not speak. But what that did was shut down communication that I was meant to say. But with their energy coming in and my energy, and it was just like a discombobulation fluggle-muggle, a fluggle-muggle, right? That, I finally got witnessed and the pressure got taken off, which meant that my dyslexia was able to breathe. But then I'm in this thing of, okay, I have this scenario where, like, I was on the radio in the morning and I was very intuitive. I'm always intuitive. Yet at the same time, though, the words weren't coming out of me the way I wanted to. They were a little bit discombobulated. And the person who, Martha, who was it's her show that I'm on, that she actually said, I actually saw her put her head down because it was like I was not saying things as straight. And I asked the angels. I told her, sent her a message, and I said, can I I'm just feeling very dyslexic, and I'm going to ask the angels to support me. So what did I do? I asked the angels to come in and help me. I asked Archangel Michael to come in and help me. I asked Gabriel, who's the angel of communication, to come in and put peace in my mind so that I can say what I needed to say. And she said actually that I did much better, even though I still looked discombobulated. So how do I speak of a story that is me, dyslexia, but yet be done with that story of dyslexia? And people say, well, why don't you rewire your brain? I've been working on that for my whole lifetime. But there's something about the way that my soul is wired in with my brain that I feel like, yeah, I can go on, I can ask for healing on this. And that's my mantra that I use a lot of times. I'm asking for healing on this. But what I can do is take that discombobulation, and put it into the basket and let the angels hold it for what it needs to transform into, right? So going into this, how can you put these things that are our stories? My dad raped me. My uncle did this. My mom told me crap. My grandfather told me crap. My siblings abused me. My whoever, my boss told me this. My partner told me that. My husband, my girlfriend, my whoever it is told me this. Put it in the basket, right? Put it in the basket. Everybody can have a basket, and you can have an imaginary basket. It doesn't have to be real. Put it in the basket and ask them to transform your story, because we're all in the midst of being able to to change up our story. And that's the energy that's happening right now. That's the energy that's happening right now is that we're in this moment where, what truth do we take? What truth do we take? Do we take other people's truths? Do we take our past truths? Do we take the story of our truth? Do we take what's happening on TV as a truth? Do we take it as what's on Facebook and Instagram and all the little memes? Yes, we can discern through, glean some truths out of it. Yes, there's a story in anything that we can get help from. But do we glom onto it? Do we glom onto it? And that's what, like there was a saying that when I was down in California, that a couple people told me, we're the testing pot of what are we willing to put up with, and what can our government do to us before we say stop. Before we say stop. Well, how do you do that? By living your better life, by not buying things that are going to cost money, by doing things different, by speaking up when you need to speak up. Discern how to speak up, how to do that. And sometimes we need to just be quiet and go, okay. But we have to have some boundaries. We have to have some understanding that I'm not doing this anymore. That I'm not doing this anymore. And, who are we going to be in our lifetime? But it's up to us. How are we? So going into this, that, as I was getting discombobulated, and I was talking to a girlfriend that actually gave me great insights and answers to my prayers. And so, she was saying that it's time to level up in who you are. And I understood that. But what I did was I walked down this. I'm going to actually send out some videos about this, but it might be just on YouTube. That I went down this steep cliff down to the ocean, and it was a zigzag going down into my rabbit hole. and I threw rocks into the ocean. Some of them were heavy, some of them were light. I let my younger child self throw the things from being by getting that was abused and bullied and all those things. I threw rocks in the ocean for that. I even threw rocks in the ocean. My dad and I, oh, my dad was around me so much. He's been gone now almost 31 years now. That he that going into this, that he was my other half. Sometimes he was my other story, but I even threw rocks into the ocean so that he had his story and I was done with his story. I was done with his story. Him being dyslexic does not need to be in my story anymore, even though sometimes it does make sense and I can speak it of a knowing, but not of a story. Because every time I spoke of that, sometimes it runs in the family, I could feel that energy coming into me. No, release that. Release that. Release that. Putting that in the basket. Okay. Here I am doing my work as there we go. See? I was releasing it into the basket. Thank you. So, who are we and what we're doing? So, man on the moon, thank you. Getting rid of most of your super ego is one of the hardest things in the world. You know, yes. But why do we have to get rid of them? Why do we have to get rid of him? Why? Can we ask judgment to come down and sit down next to us? Can we ask our ego to not speak? Can you sit down before we figure out what the whole story is? Can we sit down and discern what's going to come forward? So going into this, it's not about getting rid of your super ego. It's about transforming it. And yes, we can get rid of it. I'm not telling you if you want to get rid of it, get rid of it. But I find that these parts of me, these personalities of me, these knowings of me, my younger child self, my hurt self, that sometimes I'm asked to, it's not a need, but sometimes it's a need. I'm asked to love it instead of hate it. I'm asked to give it a hug instead of throw rocks at it. I never threw rocks at any of me that I was angry about. I attached it to the rock and threw it into the ocean so the love of the water can transform its emotion. So, how do we do this? It's by love. I love my inner self through these stories and these knowings and these beings. I hugged my inner child because she was crying because she felt so hurt that had so much to say, but nobody wanted to listen because she couldn't speak right, according to other people. So going into this, thank you. I don't want to be right. I want to help people be better, right? I want to help people be better. And so going into this, it's about you being empowered, even if that means that you have ego. But ego can discern what words it says. It can be interactive instead of reaction. Ask it to be more reactive or interactive than reactive. Ask it to be more empowered with your knowings of your body instead of your mindset. Our minds want to be in control, but we have quite a few knowings of the heart that want to speak. So, how do you do that? How do you negotiate that? Practice makes better. When you are in reaction, speaking something out loud in reaction, many a times if we take a breath, take a breath, take a moment, and breathe and believe that maybe that first reaction wasn't the truth. That first reaction wasn't the truth. Okay, so here's something that happened for me. My husband redid the front porch. Oh my gosh. He fixed things. The color he picked, when I first saw it, I went, Er, er. Um, I don't really have a green in here that it is, but it's kind of it's a richer green. It's kind of maybe in these kinds of greens, these higher greens, the brighter greens. Well, not my first choice. But I said, "Honey, you did great. I see all the work you did. Oh my gosh, honey, you did. It's such an amazing thing." And my ego, my body, my are going, "Why that color green? Oh my gosh, honey, look what you did. You tried so hard. You painted this and you painted that. And oh my gosh." And he showed a mark where he said, "This is what I did when I was like tired." And he painted a dark piece of green up above. But I wasn't going to judge because I see all the blessings that he did. That was me trying to show my husband that I appreciated him. But he pointed out all his mistakes. He said, "I didn't even see that, babe. I saw all the work you did. You even fixed the railings pieces because things were kind of getting, wood in Washington State where it rains so much. It's been 20 years since we did any maintenance, and so it's being maintained." Well, today or later that day, you know what he told me? He says, "Honey, what do you think of the color?" And I said, "Yeah, it works. I mean, I like it." And he said, "Well, I had a choice, black, white, or green, because these were colors of deck that were where he went get paint." I went, "Oh, yeah." And he said that he went in and tried to fix the paint color and it didn't work because it was decking type of color. And I said, "Oh, okay. Well, it will work." But my first reaction, if I would have blurted in ego, in story, blurted when I first saw the color and said, "Why did you pick that color?" It would have negated all the work that he has a hard time hearing and did. He worked from the day I left to the night I got home for 2 solid weeks after working all those hours and being tired. He did it. And oh my gosh, thank you. What an amazing feat. And if I would have had ego and said something about the color, I wouldn't have gotten the explanation later. And all I got to do maybe is paint something or bring a color in my decorations of that color so it's just not so just on the bottom. Work with things as they come to you. Maybe you'll find that the story of it isn't always a straight line. And these are ideas for you because when somebody yells at me and is in my story, I say thank you and I'm grateful first because I need to want to hear that story of what it is instead of no, no, no. Now, does that mean that I get deserve to be yelled at? No, but these people that were talking to me loved me and I knew that. And I knew that. I knew I was loved. So, what can we do with our knowings and our beings and our applications and our stories? Well, we can discern a little bit more what to do because we don't know the full story behind things. And that's how we transform out of that negative, strong ego. That's how we get into healing of a lot of our story. That's how we change our application. Sometimes we have to discern a little bit differently than we are. We have to discern. Just like behind me, I put fairy lights up because I was tired of changing out Christmas lights, which I had to do about 3 times a year because they're on, they're off, they're on, they're off. And the fairy lights aren't as bright. So what I had to do was I had to work with it. I put little spotlights up. So I turn them on when I need to, bring a little bit more light in because I love this bookshelf being lit up. But what did the fairy lights be able to do? I was able to wrap them around. I had more. I was able to wrap them around. So actually, there's more light than there is not. So going forward in your story, when you can, if you can, when you can, honor the world around you. Time to sleep. Thank you, Natasha, for your comforting words. Have a good end of this day and see you soon. I so am grateful for you, and I know you're over in England. So sweet dreams, my dear friend, and know that no matter where you're at and what you're doing, let the angels bless you in your story. Thank you very much for being here with me and in your journey as it is late for you, I know. So, how is it that you are being you? Well, let's have somebody channel in and help bring some insight to this world that we're in right now. Oh, you know who wants to come in? He is part of the council of the star beings of the galaxies, he says. And I've allowed him to channel through me as he goes into some understandings of this world. So be patient with me as I'm going to channel him. Sometimes when I channel, I do change a little bit, but I do not leave all the way. So I just want you to get that clear. So as I channel messages, sometimes I'm here being Natasha, and sometimes I'm a little bit more out of it. So if you can, be with me during this moment. And remember that your truth is your truth as things get told to you today. But I'm here to support you in your life's journey and to help you negotiate your story. I'm hoping this is helping you in what we're doing and what I'm doing today. I'm if I could, I would love some feedback on how you're feeling about the words I'm saying, and discerning out a little bit more how to find your truth, and in that holding space. Thank you, Paula. Remember, hold yours too, because this is about you. And we're all in the midst of this big change, and our time is changing, dimensions are changing, wisdom is changing. Who's playing in the circus, who's not playing in the circus, who's going to be part of our circus, who's not going to be part of our circus, metaphorically, for real, we don't know. Okay, here he is. Had to come out from a long ways away here. Beings of this planet, you are going into a lot of knowings that are not yours. They are of the galaxy. As galaxies have changed, so is your planet. You are coming into where the star beings are here, leveling up your planet without you knowing. And now you are witnessing it as humans. So align yourself with the energies, as this one says, of the now, and that will help you. Know that as you level up your dimensions, your changes, and your time is where you're at. And as you believe in a miracle can happen. It is time for you to believe that you are you. Your mind is a very powerful weapon of your world. And yes, I'm using the word weapon because it can be a weapon against yourself, or it can be a weapon against others because of what it wants to say. Words are very powerful in your dimension. Many of us speak through telepathically, and it's not wrong or right that you speak the way you speak, but you have been learning to speak a certain way because of many stories, as this one has told. And she gets these mantras from many dimensional knowings because of it's time for us to play this game on this planet. And it is time for you to be done with your stories. Be your greatest gift of your generation, which means healing of the past, which means doing it, believing it. All you have to do is believe. As one knows, the other one doesn't. But it's time for you to believe. That mind wants to keep you in your story. Your mind wants to keep you in patterns. Your mind wants to keep you in less than. Why be less than? Why be less than? You are all magic beings of stardust and light. Be the stardust and light. Your story is only part of your dance. What happened yesterday is yesterday. As this one is feeling like, was she on a plane yesterday? She's questioning it because in other dimensions, she was not. So she's tapping into that realm as she does so nicely. So going forward in this, that you are your being, but your physical body may feel that tug and pull, right? That tug and pull, like this one here, is feeling the tug and pull of being home and wanting to do what it wants to do in the energies of today. Yet yesterday was yesterday, and the body is feeling like yesterday she traveled for 12 hours. But do you see her in pain and ache and story of that 12-hour trip? No. And actually, this dear one hasn't eaten much today because her body is integrating into the energies. We have helped her forget to eat today. She didn't know that. So believe in the story of you and know that no matter where you're at and what you're doing, that it is time for you to be magic. Yes, you may have to forgive. Yes, you may have to go beyond the story of what has happened. Yes, you may have to look in the mirror and repeat over and over and over again, I'm done with that story. You may have to believe that when somebody talks to you, you have to say, am I that anymore? No, I'm not that anymore. Let's say if you have somebody who repeatedly tells you that you are stupid, do you take that on? Or do you say, I am not that anymore? I am not that anymore. I am not that anymore. I am not that anymore. As this person is talking, I am not that anymore. I am free from being that. I am alive. I am well. I am strong. I am brilliant. This is what you could be saying in your mind. I am alive. I am amazing. I am a brain. I am my own truth. 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 Get what you can say quickly for yourself. I am my own truth. Ooh, do you feel yourself shift? Please say that if you are here with her today. Say that. I am my own truth. What do you feel when you repeat that three times? Three times. I am my own truth. I am my own truth. I am my own truth. Ooh, did you feel that shift? Be your own truth. Watching TV. I am my own truth. 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 Hearing conversations that are very unhealthy to listen to. I am my own truth. I am my own truth. I am my own truth. Because of the fact that there is so much out there that is going to bring you down, because that is part of the realities of this world, is that it is a contradiction of negative and positive, negative or darkness or light. And you notice that the parallels are getting farther away. So as I open and know to see you, to be with you, it is time for you to bring in those parallels closer together so that you are the vibration of truth, which is what is in front of you. It is time for you to believe that you are the light of the world. You were born to be light. You are light just because others have told you different. So if I can leave anything with you today, your new mantra for you. Put it on your mirror, put it in your car, put it in your transportation areas, put it in your ready areas, put it on your thing where you prep your food. Many of you use that thing that goes bzzz around. So oh, she says it's blender. So be your truth. You are your own truth. I am my own truth. Center it here, not here. Center it here. Feel your breath change. Feel your digestive system change. Feel your heart beat change when you say that. Feel your kidneys, your digestive system, your arms, your legs, your back, your mind. As this one needs to go to what you would call the chiropractor. When she says, my own truth, I am my own truth. Is she needing to go to the chiropractor? No. The body wants to heal. As I leave you, be your own truth. Blessings be on this planet as you change. You will see immense amount of transportation, transformation, transformation in these days to come. Your walk is important to the world around you. Be your truth in that walk with boundaries of love and kindness. So be it. Namaste. Wow. Whew. That was a car wash. Whew. I think some healing went upon my heart area there. Whew. That was powerful. Okay. So thank you for being here today. I'm hoping that love is with you. It is time for, sorry, that was I hope that was powerful for you too. Okay, so how about some oracle cards? Want some oracle cards? I am ready to pull some oracle cards. I have to unpack them because they were on the trip with me. Who want to come out? You know what? These don't want to come. Oh, hi Barbara. How you doing? You know what? These don't want to come out. Actually, I dumped out my bag and my basket. Dragon. Dragon wants to speak. So these are my dragon cards that are going to come out. So I'm going to be reading, so be patient with me. My brain is starting to come back online again. Yes, thank you. I'm grateful for that clearing that I just had. Woo! Okay, I guess this one's for Barbara. Okay. So it is Orbran or Orbron. I'm gonna let you discern the name here. Orbron. I think it's okay. So that is 10, 14. Guess what I just did? This one is for Barbara. I opened up right to the page. Ain't that something? Boy, I guess this is a message. So remembering when I'm pulling oracle cards, if you're not here and you're listening to this later, remembering that that if this is a card that I'm pulling for a specific person, there is a message for everybody in every card. So if this message is not necessarily for you, but take off or get off or take a discernment of what you are wanting to hear. So this is, isn't he powerful? Okay. Reconnect to your physical body to get out of your head. If Auburn has turned up today, It's to reassure you that you can achieve what is required. You may have to dig deep within yourself and maybe do this for the long haul, but you can and will succeed. This striking, sorry. Told you my brain is okay. Done with that story. I'm done with that story. I'm done with that story. The striking red dragon's connection is firmly grounded and is in effect connects to the base chakra. That's why he's red. He therefore relates to everything that makes up our physical lives and our world that we create for ourselves. Orban's message is a simple one. Nothing in this world you can call home is insurmountable. Nothing is too big to deal with. Get your feet back on the ground and anchor yourself into your physical reality. Having your head in the clouds will not give you the answers you deserve or require. Connect to your base chakra and reconnect to your physical body and get out of your head and into your body. Release your ever trembling and swirling thoughts. When you are more grounded in this way, you will be better placed to deal with the matters that are demanding your attention. You will then be able to handle them fully with ease, freeing you to move forward. Your time is best spent tackling whatever is demanding your time. Deal with it totally, and then you will be in position to move forward. Although Orban is a tough talking dragon, sometimes you need to hear it as it is. He is a great ally when you need to get the job done and deal with the here and now. Orban finishes his message with, seek the path of least resistance. And the more you tassel with a problem, the tighter the noose becomes, eventually strangling the situation. Wow, isn't that beautiful? Oberon is the king of fairies in Midsummer Night's Dream. Oh, thank you for that clarity, Paula. I'm so grateful. Those dragons apparently have something to say. Hello. Yes. It's amazing how dragon energy comes in. You're more than welcome. So it's time for belief and believing that we are powerful, but we're more powerful than what's up here. So get down in your body. Today I was barefoot everywhere I went. My husband's done asking me to get my shoes on. It's no use. I mean, I even shovel with bare feet. Because I'm grounded. And it is part of the body. But it's really time to get down into our story. My Wi-Fi is acting up a little bit. I'm sorry. Okay, this is for Paula. Sorry, my Wi-Fi. Okay, so I'm bringing back my energy so my Wi-Fi can work better. There we go. Bring back my energy. Gonna get pretty strong, and my Wi-Fi kind of did a little dance there. Okay, so bring my stuff back. Okay, so this is for Paula. This is for Paula. I'm supposed to do a card for Veronica. Okay, so Paula. This is for Paula. Okay. Okay. Woo! Okay. Mordrun? Hi. I know. Yes, you can have a card. So this is Mordrun. So this is for Paula. Remembering that if you just arrived, that if you any card can be for you. So glean what you need off of it. siphon what you need off of it. So I'm hoping I'm saying this right. Mordrin. So this is for you, Paula. Mordrin. Okay, so this is there again, almost turned right to it. I didn't even have to look. Boy, dragons are on today. Okay, so look at what he's doing. Okay, this card. I didn't really look at this card, but oops, lights. He is holding the that word, whatever that is, the way things are put together. Whew, I told you my brain was getting rewired, didn't I? Oy, oy, oy. I know what it is. The mouth in alignment with it. So slow down, Natasha. Geometric platform of this dragon. That's his basic. Okay. Only you are the master of your destiny. Mordrin is an awesome character, hugely powerful for all encompassing. He will open doors, put people or situations in their path, which will all lead you to living your divine purpose. It is his responsibility to guide you to fulfill the contract you were made in spirit before coming to earth for the incarnation. He says, you are the power. Accept it as your own. Only you are the master of your destiny. His message is clear, so ignore him at your peril. You have a job to do, so get on with it. You have the tools and the knowledge you need. Your self-doubt hinders you. Your time is now. The world needs to see your light. Step into your heart, and I will take the journey with you. He continues, your role is to take your light out into the world with me as your guide. Together we are master characters. As you discover your life purpose, acknowledge your fears and self-doubt, but do not be bound by them, for they cloud your truth. Follow your heart. Feel your way. The truth is and integrity. Wow, isn't that so true? Your mind wants to cloud your integrity. Your mind wants to take you off your path. So believe in your story and believe in you. That's for you, Paula. Can't make this up, can we? Like you just said, can't make this up. Okay. So, oh, you're fine, Chandra. You're fine. You can go back and watch it. I'll post it later because there was a channeling that I did that might be helpful too. Okay, so this is for Chandra. Okay. And I'm going to pull one card at the end for just a general message. Oh, you're more than welcome. Okay, this is for Chandra on Instagram. Okay, come on. I don't shuffle like a lot of people, so it's kind of messy. Okay. Nope, that's not them. Oh, wait a minute, this one is. Wow. Ooh, that's for you, Chandra. What does it say? It's Lord Kuthama. Kutamai? Look at that dragon. So powerful. Okay, so that is 20. It's 2. Okay. Lord Kathami? Lord Kathami? I think that's how you say it. Okay, here we go. You are the change. When Lord Kathami first arrived, he lost no time informing me who he was. I am the Dragon Elder and speak dragon for the Galactic Council. He went to say, if you desire to be able to hold the energies of the fifth and seventh dimension, you need to be clear of your earthly woes and fears and your deep need for control. Your light body needs to be in alignment with those of the earth and astral light matrix. When only then will you become a tool and a tuning device to lift the energy of the planet. As more of you gather together and to do this work, the greater will be your chances to bring lasting peace on earth. I need to reread that. That was pretty powerful. Okay, so let me go back here. If you desire to be able to hold the energies of the fifth and the seventh dimension, you need to be clear of all your earthly woes and fears and your deep need for control. Your light bodies need to be in alignment with those of the earth and the astrological light matrix. Only then will you become the tool and the tuning device to be left to lift the energies of the planet. All more of you gather together to do this work, the greater will be your chances to bring lasting peace on earth. Lord Kathami went on to explain why the dragons are here collectively. We have come because lasting peace is achievable on earth. There are other galaxies beyond your human understanding at this time where it has happened. We dragons are as old as the universe itself and have encountered and witnessed humanity in all its through the ages. It's different times during the ages. You are the change. You are the change. Ain't that a truth? You are the change. You know, things are happening around us, and it's time to believe that we are the change, but we have to change us and the environment around us. We have to decide what is no longer needed in our lives. What is our story? Yeah, wow. Yeah, sounds like I still have a lot of work to be what I need to be to successful frequencies. Yes, but remember, it's a journey, Chandra. It's a journey. And we are where we're at, and it's discerning. Like I was saying earlier, discerning what is other people telling us. I am my own truth, as I think that's one thing that was told during the channeling I did. You know, that we are our own truth, no matter what other people say of us. And if we keep that mantras in our head while other people are talking, honor what's being said. Get it as gleaning that information, understanding, receiving that message that oh yeah, this is something I need to look at. But do I need to believe their story of me? I am my own truth. I am my own truth. Actually, that's probably going to be next month's mantra for the month. I am my own truth. That's a good one. August. So it's time for us to believe in our understanding, in our knowing, in our frequency, because we are the perfect frequency where we're at, right? we're the perfect frequency where we're at. It's just that deciding how we can maneuver our story. Okay. So this is for Veronica real quick here. Be patient. They don't live on a time schedule. Yes, exactly, Paula. That perfectly said. They don't live on a perfect timeline. We're the only ones on a timeline. We're the only ones on a timeline. And yes, our body kind of is, but in reality, me picturing this earth being made, what timeline was it in? Yes, I could believe that that's a past life. Or was it in the future? What am I watching another planet be born and I think it's Earth? Oh, ain't that a concept? Right? Okay, Veronica, this one's for you. Boy, that was an insight. What planet was I watching being built? I thought it was Earth. Looks like Earth. Makes me go, It's for Veronica. And Chandra, congratulations. Oh my gosh. That 5-year journey. Isn't that talking about a journey? That 5 years. Wow. Congratulations. Miracles can happen, can't they? Woo, 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 woo. Okay, this is for Veronica. Soul Guardian. Soul Guardian. So remember, if we're in need. Okay, so Soul Guardian. So this is 24. 24. 24, 24, 20. This one's not coming right up like the others did. One X. Or am I not looking in the right place for it? There we go. Guardian Soul. A little bit further back. Okay. This is for you, Veronica. I am the expression of the whole and the complete you. This beautiful dragon is your soul guardian and your very own dragon counterpart. The majestic being carries all of you and your past and your experiences. You are he and he is you. He knows all there is to know about you and your lives. He knows that which you need to do, that which you need to avoid, and that which you celebrate. He is the guardian of every incarnation you have experienced as a soul throughout ages. The good, the bad, and of course, the ugly. He says, as well as your positive side, I also hold your shadow. The part of that you would rather not acknowledge exists. I am the keeper of all memories. As you pass through each lifetime, your human body and mind have the need to protect themselves when you experience pain or trauma, whether from birth, life, or death. As a small piece of your soul then also retreats to protect itself, I am the guardian of your soul, the expression of your whole and complete. If your soul guardian dragon has arrived in your cards today, he is telling you that it is time to, that the time has come to begin to piece your soul back together, to recall all the missing parts so that you can complete the amazing picture and reveal yourself in all your magnificence as a living being. He tells us all you need to do is ask and I will guide you in your way. I will guide your way. You are the spirit warrior, but you must learn to listen to your inner guidance. I will always be beside you. as you follow your path. Wow. Everybody can have this dragon. Everybody can have this dragon. So, Veronica, this one's for you, but everybody can ask for this dragon. I think I'm going to end on that note. And remember that no matter where you're at and what you're going through, everybody is going through something. Love yourself through it. Remember to look in the mirror once in a while and say, I love you. As I love you and all that you are, may you feel loved. I'm Natasha Venter at intuitiveclarifications.com. If you are looking for some assistance in your life journey, as you witnessed today, I am human too. I go through my personal struggles, but I'm done with that. They're experiences. So feel blessed as you witness today, me in a couple of moments. I move through them. I'm praying that you can move through yours. Blessed be on this journey. Next week, I will be live only on YouTube and Facebook due to the fact that Reinforced will be with me next week, and I do not know what we're going to talk about yet. Blessings be on this journey. I'm Natasha Venter. May your heart be filled with love, and including your body, because we're all perfectly imperfect. Blessed be.